Okay, so I have to share this because it's just like this confirmation of like all the synchronicities in the universe and that there really is a higher power and just how powerful our souls really are. So, Dave, my ex-husband, when we were together, we did talk about like what would we want to do with our bodies after we passed away. And for me, I used to love that Body Worlds exhibit, where you'd go and then have the different bodies on display and you could see the anatomy. And I actually caught like two like grammatical or spelling errors, like, and I brought it to their attention for them to correct because they had like muscles spelled wrong or something like that. But I just thought it was so fascinating. I was like, I want to donate my body to Body World so that they can put it on display and other people can, be as fascinated by it as I was and learn from it. And it was just so much fun. And then I don't know what they do with your body after that, but I also don't feel like, oops, I'm supposed to turn here. I also don't feel like quite as attached, I don't know, to like what they do with my body like after, if that makes sense. Like I know my soul lives on, so it's kind of like, if they cremate it and return it back to the family, or if they just, I don't know what they do with it after Body Worlds, honestly. But Dave really had his heart set on a Viking send-off. So he had Scandinavian heritage, and he really wanted a Viking send-off where they put your body on a boat and they put the bale of hay on the boat, and then somebody stands on the side of the water and they shoot a flaming arrow into the hay and they light the boat on fire, therefore like kind of cremating you, because it would it would just burn the body. Again, I don't know exactly what happens after that, but that's what we talked about. I knew that's what he wanted, was like a Viking send-off. And so after he passed, I told his family, I said, has Dave ever let you know what he would like as his last wishes? And they said no. So I told them, and they're like, well, okay, we'll see what we can come up with. So they kind of came up with this idea they did have a little boat, and they had it in like a fire pit, and then we all put messages on little sticky notes for what we wanted to pass on to Dave, like what messages we wanted to pass on to him in the afterlife. And like Callie's was like, I love you, Dad, I miss you, Dad, like just stuff like that. And other people wrote like little things, just whatever they wanted to pass on. And then they turned on the fire pit, and so there was a fire and like burning and stuff like that. And then they actually had his body like cremated. But Dave, who really wanted this Viking send-off, apparently made this Viking send-off happen. So before he had passed away, he had started working as a manager at Starbucks. Now, I don't know how these like stir sticks were obtained, but he donated to Callie's, our 8-year-old daughter, to her classroom, like thousands of popsicles, thousands of stir sticks. So they have all these little wooden stir sticks, right? And so they have them there for crafts. Well, after Dave passes away, Miss T, Callie's teacher, is letting the kids all use these wooden stir sticks for projects. She did not tell them what to make. She did not give them ideas. She just said, here are these, go ahead and, make what you want. And all the kids started making boats. Like, just completely unprompted. And she did not know about his Viking send-off wish at this time. And she was like, huh, that's, like she took note. That's interesting. They're all making boats with these. Well, then she found out about Dave wanting a Viking send off. So she tells me this story that they all made boats out of like almost all the kids made boats out of their stir sticks. And then they brought them to the pond on the school campus and put them on the water. And a couple of the kids asked for tea lights to put on their boats. And one of the kids' boats actually caught on fire. I'll share the pictures here in just a second. But Dave got his Viking send-off. Like, how synchronistic is that? Like, this started before his passing, and it all just, like, fell into place. It's amazing. Here is one of the pictures, and you can see the tea light on the boat with the blue flag. And here's the second one. This is with a purple flag. I think this is the one that Miss T said 2 of the kids combined their boat together. But the boat is actually like lighting on fire there and sinking. Like, just so synchronistic and so magical.